Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. And, well, right now, all that's here is just Monica, but, you know, we'll get more characters soon, and soon we will read our lovely poem. Yes, lovely. God, I just realized I'm going to have to read Yuri's writing, and I remember her handwriting being kind of difficult to read at times, because I'm not great at reading cursive, or flowery cursive, and like specifically. I can read cursive, I write in cursive halfway frequently, but we'll get there. Hi again, Augustus. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Augustus. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you just plan on coming here and hanging out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It is, yes, it is by definition literature, as are comics and graphic novels and blah, blah, blah. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Augustus always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Augustus can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you do that a lot. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? He's mostly... Never mind, I'm not going to go into anime, manga, writing tropes. I did that my first time through this. I was trying to pick out who was, like, the individual tropes. Like, we have the childhood friend and a tsundere, and I was seeing if there's anybody that was like a kudere or a daddy, whatever. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. I find it difficult to pronounce syllables like that over and over again, especially when trying to say it properly in the language that it came from, because I am a pea-brained idiot, and I only speak English. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You know, most people, MC-kun, read by themselves. I don't know if you know this, and this might be a surprise to you, MC-kun, but really, when most people read, they're not sitting in a group and talking to each other about every little sentence and discussing every little thing as they read it. They read, and then they'll talk about it after. Never mind. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I've been there, but during school, usually not. Usually I would do anything I could just to fucking not be there. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our last chance to show everyone what the literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun things ever, nobody will come into the first place because it's a literature event. So it's important to figure out how to get people show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. I was going to say debilitating. Huh, that is a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ugh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Hey, don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. I don't think I've ever once stayed up late watching anime, but I don't really watch much anime. I read manga, like, all the time, but I don't read much anime. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just getting really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Yeah, MC-kun in this is kind of a douche. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Actually, to be fair, this is kind of how Shiki treats Arcoade, so, we're not too, unaccustomed to it. It's just so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it was to a friend that does these kinds of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid baka. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The buttons might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that, Pop? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then we wouldn't be able to, then he wouldn't let you do this, or things like, he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, okay? Yes, Neutron Star-kun. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. But only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Yeah. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. No, wrong voice. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Hey, Augustus, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, you did remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Now, if I had a club in school that, you could write poems and shit, I would probably have joined it because I like writing. And I can do stream of consciousness poems pretty well. At least I used to. I haven't done it in a long time. I should get back into that, actually, at some point. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I find music tends to help with that. Instrumental, something, kind of get a rhythm in your head to write the poetry. At least if you're not like super experienced, or if you're just you want to write something but you don't know what, and blah blah blah. I'm going to be giving weird random advice in this, aren't I? Oh well. It's not like I have any good experience with that. Just, unpublished, unprofessional shit. Doing stuff in my downtime. You know how it is. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I'm actually going to take a quick drink right here. And almost not put my glass on the table correctly because it's very dark in my bedroom currently. Sorry, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Why is Monica at the end? Oh, whatever. We're gonna talk to Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. My goodness. This is so good, Augustus. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Augustus poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me that how you're a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Augustus. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Hey, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, click outside the poem area to continue. Great. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. This is a small font on my screen, by the way, so it's kind of difficult to read. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you telling me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Bullshit, I can press enter and skip it. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Out of curiosity, if I go to history... Yeah, I didn't think so. You can't go back and read the poem. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That's not true. You can write 99% of it last night and then write like the last line this morning. You know, it's technically both, and it's only just a little bit. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I did that for most of high school. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Wrong person. Let's see. Let's read one more poem before we finish off this episode. Natsuki. He's next on the list. And, well, she's gonna hate it. Augustus, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Cunt. You think I'm that stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. Cunt. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just starting again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Yeah, we didn't get any points with Natsuki during the poem creation. Partly on accident. I was actually originally going to do Sayori and Natsuki, but I did Yuri on accident because I couldn't remember which was which. Oh well. To each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually quite like this poem. I actually like most of Natsuki's poems. I think Monica's are probably my favorite, but Natsuki's are probably my second favorite. I don't really remember much of Sayori's poems, actually. So it might be Sayori then Natsuki, or Natsuki then Sayori. Yuri's was definitely my least favorite, without question. I did not like her poems very much. They were... well, we'll get to that. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Absolutely not. Not even slightly. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves freely? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I can understand that. But the other nice thing about writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose, and helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I don't expect you the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And I think this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end off this episode. Next time, you'll read Yuri's poem, which I'm not really looking forward to. I found the cursive that they chose, or the font that they chose. However they chose to do that, I don't know if it was handwritten or from a font or what. I have no clue. I just don't really like that, and I don't like her writing style. We'll get into that a bit, more next time. But we also get to read Monica's poems, and I like Monica's poems. I like Monica, actually. So, next time, more poems. I hope to see you there.